Hey, good evening, everyone. This is indeed such a wonderful, wonderful collaboration and shows the power of collaboration, working together, and creating impact here in Niagara Falls. And I can't think of a prettier month than June to celebrate and honor the life and art and legacy of Polly King. So on behalf of the Niagara Falls National Heritage Area, thank you for joining us in unveiling Colors Sing to Me, the art and life of Polly King. I know some of you have heard what I've said before, but I do think it bears repeating because it is such a beautiful tribute. So before I speak a little bit more about what Polly King means to me and our team, I would like to recognize the DiCamillo family for their generous sponsorship of this evening's reception, all the wonderful food here. Choose Love, Michael Hibbert again, for just really making this the event that it could be and showcasing Niagara University and all that we can do together. In addition, our team is grateful to be able to steward and work alongside Don and Betty King and the extended King family. When I was first introduced to Polly King, it was 2017. How many people in here have been introduced to Polly King? Yes, how many people know this man next to me? Right? Again, the patriarch. And that you know that when you walk into that gallery, into Don's salon, that you're gonna have a transformative, magical experience. There's not a person that walks into that gallery that doesn't find it kinda nice, just like what Don says. And you don't walk away without being in awe of the mastery, the beauty, and the timelessness of Polly's work, and more so, how do you walk away without asking the question, how can one person create tens of thousands of pieces of art in one lifetime? And they did it right here in Niagara Falls. Our team fell in love with the art, the story of Polly's life, her words, Don's dedication to his mom, and the incredible legacy that Polly presented to anyone who is willing to enter what we fondly refer to as the Pollyverse. And instantly, everyone here, you all just became pollinators, right? We're all those pollinators that are going to carry that legacy forward. And not the first nor the last part of the hive, we won't be that. We won't be the first, we're not the last. That hive extends a whole century of people who crossed paths with Polly, Don, and the beautiful family. It includes Sandy and Bill Rakowski, the portrait ladies, and almost the entire century, 20th century of Niagara Falls. So I want to personally thank our extraordinary National Heritage Area team who spent hundreds of hours working with Don and Betty in the gallery. It includes Allie and Deirdre, who were the curators of the exhibit, our research writers and archivists, Hope, Becca, Hadley, Sophie, Matt Villeneuve, who's right here, who can just do about anything. And you see all those wonderful videos, that's his creation. Our professional artist, Tyshawn Tyson, who's right there. So if you go into the exhibit, you will know that the backdrop of it is truly unique. That's the mastery of Tyshawn Tyson. The build out was done by Saladin, Preston, Danny, our Heritage Center team. We have Charlene, Josiah, Josh here that are working on event management. So many people contribute to that, and we became those pollinators, and we did this because it needed to be done, but because we wanted to make sure that Don and Betty and their family was here to witness it. As you enjoy this exhibit, not only tonight, our team would just briefly like to fill your heart, mind, and spirit with what Polly means to us. In doing so, it reflects the power of art and how it shapes all of us in human experience. The exhibit you see is how we've been influenced by Polly. And what could be more powerful than that? It expresses the importance of not only feeding your body with this wonderful food, but the need for all of us to feed our spirits. And that's what Polly did so well. As a woman, she persevered with her dream as an artist despite the systemic and societal barriers she faced doing so as an artist, a woman artist in the 20th century through the 1930s, the 1940s, the 1950s. And through her art and her words, you can experience her defiance to constricting her to one role or one medium or to anything in general. I don't think Polly could be constrained. As an artist, she not only mastered the masters, but created art everywhere she went and quite simply, every day of her life. And in doing so, she chronicled and gifted us, and by extension, Niagara Falls, with this incredible anthropological look at the quickly changing landscape of Niagara Falls in the 20th century. Through her art, the people and place came to life. The struggle between ensuring the natural beauty of Niagara Falls with the industrial reality that economically built Niagara Falls was present in her work. We were able to see the remarkable innovation of the construction of the Niagara Power Project and the serenity of Niagara Falls State Park. Through her art, we experienced Polly's travels and the ardent belief that the simple pleasures bring us the greatest joy. Whether it's flowers, tea, friendship, that's where we can find our heart's greatest delights. She was a true bon vivant in practice and in spirit. Finally, Polly's work epitomized the true power of human potential to create, to understand what is possible. If one person could create this much, what can we do? What can you do? What can I do? What if we set our phones down and we just created? This exhibit, her life and her art, challenge us each to dig deeper into the possible, to view less, to consume less, and to do and create more. And to create art in our form in our lives for no other reason, just to enjoy. And with that being said, there's no person that taught me that lesson more so than Mr. Don King. And as you reflect on the power of Polly, reflect on everything that he's carried to each of you, and the lessons of not only enjoying life and enjoying art, enjoying each other, but in service to the community and doing what's impossible. So it's my pleasure to introduce the patriarch, Mr. Don King.
Excuse me, thank you very much. And I haven't changed since the last few moments when I was up here before and said when you follow somebody, it's dynamite. You don't mess with them. But when you follow Sara Capen, rather, Palin, I said. You follow Sara. I'll always want to follow her the rest of my life. She makes things happen. And as I look around in the crowd and see the people, they'll get mad at me, but he's the best racquetball player left in Niagara Falls. John Maschidas is here from Buffalo. Nobody can touch him in racquetball, so you know. And then I go on the other side, and Michael Hibbert is here, and Michael Hibbert is kind of taken over, and I just want to be part of whatever he does, because whatever he touches happens, very positive things happen. And I want to be with him whatever he does. You know, you can't when you talk about your family, and everybody kind of takes family for granted. But luckily, my 4 daughters, normally you only get together if you're married or buried. It's the only time you get everybody together. This group of people here right now with my 4 daughters, they're here. My wife is here. The DeCamillo family I'm part of the DeCamillo family now too. So they have had to put up with the Jewish guy in their family. But you talk about my mother, I'd rather not talk about her. I wish I could talk with her. So if I talk to her painting once in a while, I'm talking with her all the time. When we have as many pieces of art, I want to share that with as many possible people we can, because life is very tough these days. You wonder what's going to happen next. I'm saying Polly King art can make you feel better. And I offer the opportunity for all of you to come to the gallery at any time, next on Chilton Avenue where I live, but see for yourself. I don't want to talk about it too much. I'd rather have you come around and see what she does and come talk to the painting yourself. Again, thanks to the Castellani people and Niagara University. We'll be doing this in another kind of way because I think she has demonstrated that there's a place for her, my mother, before she gets her final place. And we'll make it happen. This is an example. This should happen often around here. And I'm sure Father Marr would want it to happen. Enough talk. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Sarah. There's nobody quite like you. Thank you.